The BJP has made Savarkar a national issue. His pride, the restoration of his legacy, these are very closely held ideological positions, including the abrogation of Article 370, the UCC. You know this, viewers. I don't need to tell you this. This is open and common knowledge. And on that, viewers, you've just seen how everything is broken up. Now I want to talk to you, viewers, about a very serious charge that was made. The term Hindu terror was coined. When was it coined? It was coined on the back of certain terror attacks that took place in Maharashtra, coincidentally, viewers, since we're talking about Maharashtra, in Maharashtra and Malegaon. And also, viewers, right after that, around that time, 26/11 happened. That too was called an RSS ki sajish. And on the back of that, viewers, this entire narrative was built that there are individuals from the Hindu faith, from the Hindu fold, who are given to terrorism, that the faith itself lends itself perfectly to extremism. Viewers, an entire case was built up in support of this contention. The Malegaon blast case, as it is commonly called, of 2008, was then. The charge sheets, the witnesses were all propped up before the media to say, see, we told you, people like Sadhvi Pragya, Lieutenant Colonel Purohit and others are part of a Lashkar-e-Taiba-like cell, except that it's on the Hindu side. Viewers, not even a faith, a philosophy that doesn't even prescribe how you must live was linked to terror. Viewers, you know what happened after that. The public of India, enraged, voted out those who pushed this narrative. However, viewers, it now turns out that your hunch, the people's hunch, was right. That these cases were actually perhaps doctored in the extreme to underwrite, to undergird this particular point of view. 34 witnesses in the Malegaon blasts have turned hostile. They have come out and said that their testimonies to the Maharashtra anti-terror squad under the UPA were coaxed out of them. They were made to say things to incriminate people because they were coached by the ATS, by the investigators who were following a political lead. Very damaging view. These are on record, and I can show you some of those affidavits that have now been submitted to court. Today, another witness was dismissed from the case because his testimony was found to be irrelevant. So he was just pegged on to show that there are witnesses, a window dressing of the case, viewers. And this brings us to ask a very fundamental question tonight, viewers. Was there a 15-year-old hit job on Hindu pride? Because what was really dented? It was the fair name of Hindus. And I want to open this up and I want to bring in General Bakshi. I want to bring in Tehseen Poonawalla first. Mr. Poonawalla, what a shambolic farce this is turning out to be. Under sworn affidavit, the witnesses are putting before the court testimonies to say how they were coached to incriminate people from the Hindu fold specifically to drum up a narrative. Isn't this a shame, sir? Tehseen Poonawalla, a hit job on Hindu pride, perhaps orchestrated by the political establishment of that time. I can't say, but certainly what was the motivation for the ATS to do all of this? Instead, you keep saying that agencies play to a political script, so maybe they were reading out of a political script. Isn't this a sad, sad instance of degrading and denigrating a whole community, Mr. Poonawalla?
Thank you, Rahul, for having me on the show. And at the onset, thank you to General Bakshi for serving us. Just 2 quick points. If this was so true, why is the current Union Prime Minister R.K. Singh, who continues to serve in the BJP government as a minister and stands by his statement that there is Sangh terror? Please understand, he does not say that there is Hindu or Muslim terror, Sangh terror. And Sangh terror is distinct. There is no Hindu terror, saffron terror. There is Sangh terror. And he stands by that. He's not withdrawn that statement. Number two, Kripa Shankar Singh, who unfortunately, along with Digvijay Singh, which was wrong, stood and said that 2611 was a RSS conspiracy, is today a proud member of the BJP. That is for the BJP's hypocrisy. But let me expose the hypocrisy slightly more and the involvement of Sangh terror. Pragya Thakur was not arrested by my friend Hemant Karkare, who was a martyr for this country first. She was first arrested by the Madhya Pradesh government under Shivraj Singh Chauhan. That's a fact. Pragya Thakur, the courts have refused to drop the terror charges on her. Despite the fact that the Honorable Home Minister said all charges she's been acquitted of, she's still a terror accused. And there has been no explanation. She's out on health grounds. The courts have refused to drop terror charges. And you know about Rohini Salyan, who got up in court and said how NIA pressurized her to make witnesses turn hostile. And that's what's happening. Witnesses are turning hostile. The fact is, their Union Minister, R.K. Singh, either he had a spine of a molten eclair. If that, why is he in the BJP? Kripa Shankar Singh, why is he in the BJP? Or the BJP is aware of Sangh terror and should be answerable to that. And also, why was Pragya Thakur first arrested by the MP government under Shivraj Singh Chauhan?
Okay. Mr. Poonawala, Shehzad Poonawala, could you respond?
Look, first of all, where does this all start from? It starts from the Rahul Gandhi statement to a US diplomat that, look, it is not the Islamist terror that is dangerous, LET is not dangerous, it is the Hindu groups that is dangerous. And from there, this entire coinage of saffron terror and Hindu terror starts. Secondly, please let me tell you that this is not just about framing the Hindus or conspiring against the Hindus. It is also about whitewashing the crimes of Islamist terror, and there have been several instances before this also. What was the stand of Congress party on the Kashmiri Hindu genocide? Have they ever called it a Kashmiri Hindu genocide? No. They have always said that it was only removal of people, or people have migrated or gone away from Jammu Kashmir. They have never officially called it genocide. Secondly, this is the Congress party that said 2611 is actually RSS ki sajish, and they continued to do it even after that. What did they say about the Patna blast? What did they say about the Samjhauta blast? And Samjhauta blast, on the international forum, they were going and saying it was Pakistan that has done it, and in internal domestic affairs, they were saying that no, it is Hindu terror. Then what did they say about the issue of Ishrat Jahan? Ishrat Jahan, their own intelligence officer, IB officer Asif Ibrahim, said that, look, this is a Ishrat Jahan is from LET, but they kept whitewashing it, and therefore this was not just an attempt to do domestic damage to the cause of Hindutva or Hinduism, it was also an attempt to shield Pakistan and to shield the Islamist forces, and they continue to do it even today. And therefore I say that today the question must be asked, and I want to put a very important disclosure. The then officer who was doing the investigation of the 2006 Malegaon blast, PK Jain, an ex-IPS officer, he has come on record to say that without any shred of evidence, they have just picked up some accused and have put the allegations on them, and the real accused were allowed to go. Now today they must answer all these allegations, that why was this being done. And worst of all, it is their own ally Uddhav Sena, forget everybody else, they are talking about RK Singh, etc., etc. Uddhav Sena, whom you are continuing to be an ally with, Tehseen Poonawala, has said that Hindu terror is nothing but a bogey. It is being done to target some nationalists. You tell me, is Uddhav Thackeray wrong?
Okay.
Can I please respond in 10 seconds?
Yeah, okay. Yes.
Yeah. Has your government, I concede that Congress is bad, therefore it's kicked out. Has your government removed a migration tax? They continue to say people like Mr. Shivshankar, who are migrants, and they are not victims of genocide. Your government is on record right now to say that. Kripa Shankar Singh, 2611, conspiracies, RSS is in your political party. Please answer one question to the audience today. Why was Pragya Thakur arrested by Shivraj Singh Chauhan's police for the murder of Sunil Joshi and that's what led to the terror investigation? And
okay.
Is Hemant Karkare anti-Indian who's given
okay, but there is a question, Tehseen Poonawala, that I have for you. And of course, yes, Shehzad Poonawala will respond to you. But I have one question. Sanjay Raut in 2017 said this when Lieutenant Colonel Purohit got bail. Now, as you know, he's one of the accused in this particular matter. He said, Lieutenant Colonel Shrikant Purohit is a hero of the nation. He said he fought against terrorists in Jammu and Kashmir without bothering about his life, unquote. That's what he said. Now, you believe that there is something called saffron terror, at least the Congress does.
No, there is Sangh terror, not saffron terror.
Mr. Chidambaram said saffron terror. Mr. Shinde said saffron terror.
I have enough, one second, I have enough evidence here, enough quotes, where from Mr. Shinde to Mr. Chidambaram to many others have used this term, saffron terror, sir. So don't today over it. I'm just asking you, if you believe that there is something called a saffron terror, then why have you allied, or why did you ally with the Shiv Sena that holds this view, very sympathetic view of Lieutenant Colonel Purohit?
I agree, and you must look at these issues. I completely agree, and that is the problem in this country.
Okay.
But
so
why
Congress is hypocrisy.
But why?
Congress is hypocrisy. No, 1 second. When I bring out Congress is hypocrisy, no, hang on. You know, I want to ask you, sir. If you are so opportunistic, then what is the guarantee that the Congress, for vote bank compulsions, did not also trump up this entire issue and come up with this theory of saffron terror and then do reverse engineering and catch people?
By BJP.
Sorry?
Because Pragya Thakur was arrested by BJP. She was in a murder charge by BJP government.
Let me very quickly. Quick response. So, viewers, here we have hypocrisy after hypocrisy. Okay.
Thank you for saying that the police force of Madhya Pradesh.
I'm coming to you, General Saab. Yes.
Thank you for saying that police force of Madhya Pradesh or under any BJP government was never acting out of any kind of considerations, ideological or political. It was acting free and fair, and whatever evidence was there, it took action. And when the evidence was put in court and it did not stand, when they get relief, why do you then question it? Point number one. Point number two, please tell me, this is the same ecosystem. Tehseen's ecosystem is rioters have no religion, terrorists have no religion, but suddenly Hindutva became terror. And today Rahul Gandhi says Hindutva is like ISIS and Boko Haram. Has he condemned that statement?
Well, he's sorry, but he's also joined hands with a stridently Hindutva party, the Shiv Sena, and nurses that alliance, and is also now willing to keep his mouth shut on Savarkar to continue that alliance. General Bakshi, you are raising your hand. Yes, sir.
You know, Rahul, I wish to highlight today a facet which has been completely ignored in this entire discourse. The simple fact is 2007, 2008, you know, the then government was under pressure to react to Pakistan for the constant terrorist violence and bloodletting in this country.
Right.
The then government was under pressure from the United States to do nothing to Pakistan because Pakistan was providing logistic support for their war in Afghanistan. They were under heavy duress and pressure, and it was under this duress and pressure to get off the hook of having to react. You know, this narrative was created, was manufactured to shift the entire blame onto Hindu terror.
Big claim.
The first thing was a Bollywood film called Main Hoon Na, which propagated the theme of Hindu terror. You know, 2006 blast in Malegaon, the police, the CBI, the ATS had all blamed it onto the Simi and two foreign ISI experts who would come in from Nepal. 2008, the whole thing is overturned. Please don't forget that the 10 terrorists in Mumbai, you know, 9/11 had come with the sacred Mauli thread.
Yes, and they had done it, and luckily, General Saab, luckily,
released by Vijay Singh.
Yes, luckily, one of them was caught alive. Otherwise, viewers, it would have been an RSS ki sajish. I'll leave it at this, viewers. Today, we have exposed the hypocrisy all around on a large number of issues, viewers. And then the opposition says that they're going to come together. Well, viewers, I'll leave it at this.